Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday. It is April the 25th. I cannot believe that April is almost done and May is almost here, but I guess this is what's happening right now. The year is just flying by. The kids are in the other room. They are just hanging out until I am ready, and then we are going to get started with some of our schoolwork and some projects and stuff. But I just had to hop in real quick because yesterday so I've been doing a really great job with my attitude and gratefulness, but last night I don't know what happened. I think I was watching a video, and you know, nothing super special, but it's a lot of feelings of ungratefulness and jealousy kind of just came over me. I was watching someone who I normally watch, and she was just out and about and going places, and all of a sudden I just got this strong sense of like feeling like I am trapped. And if you don't exactly know what I'm talking about, most of you guys know that I haven't had a car for a long time. We've been down to one car, and I have been working through that. You know, some days are not so great and I have to get myself together, but most of the time it's fine. The library is within walking distance, the store is within walking distance, the park and all that stuff. But every now and then I just get I can start to feel it well up inside of me, feeling a little ungrateful, like, where's my car, Lord? Like, where's my car? Anyway, so last night, gosh, that feeling came on so strong, and I just felt trapped. And I'm like, Lord, I've seen other people, you know, be in need of something, believing for it, and it show up like almost instantly. Like, what is really going on? And I'm laughing now because the camera's on and I can't help myself, but I was not feeling like that last night, okay? I was about to lose it, and I was trying to contain my emotions. And I even mentioned to Brian, like, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but whenever there's something that I'm in need of or that I'm lacking and that I'm believing for, whenever I do kind of lose my composure, I always feel trapped inside of myself, because I am immediately reminded of people that would love to trade places with me. So I feel like it gives me no space to feel the way I'm feeling, but at the same time I don't know what to do with that feeling. Does that make sense? So I end up feeling kind of trapped, like just kind of stuck in this place where I want to throw a fit and be ungrateful, but at the same time I feel like, how could you even have the nerve to think about being ungrateful for your situation, considering all the blessings that, I'm just saying. This is why I love being a child of God, and this path is interesting. But I have mentioned this scripture before about consider it joy if you encounter a trial, because it's only for the proving of your faith that you may be fully developed and lacking nothing. And I keep meditating on that and saying to myself, you know what, Syreena, no matter how difficult it may be or the challenges you may face, this is only for the proving of your faith, for you to be fully developed and lacking nothing. So the end game is fully developed and lacking nothing. So after I threw that little miniature fit, I calmed myself down and chose to just keep saying how grateful I am for the things that I have, even though everything inside of me was like, yeah, but what about my car? You know, or, you know, you give me this strong desire to travel and I'm stuck in the house all the time, it feels like. Anyway, I was struggling with that last night. I got myself together, went to bed. I woke up this morning. I was gonna go and post one of my videos, and I was just gonna randomly watch whatever. Oh, that's another thing. I don't know if I'm gonna include this clip, but that's another thing too. I put a lot of effort and energy into these videos and these channels, and it's not because I'm being forced to, it's because I want to. But at the same time, it's that constant desire for growth and wanting to see your channels grow. And yeah, I mean, my channels are growing, but at like a glacial pace. And really, at the heart of things, I'm fine with that. But there's something inside that just is constantly like, why aren't you growing? And then, so I think that kind of added to it. I went on to post a video, and you have that temptation to feel like all these hours of work and nobody's even really watching. It's trying to get you to a place where you are ungrateful. Because the reality is, even though there are people with channels out there that have hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers, if you really put it into context, I have 244 subscribers on this channel, which means that there's potentially 200 people that are watching and enjoying our videos. And how ungrateful of me, or I guess greedy of me, to need to have 1 million subscribers. Because really, that's not my aim. That's really not my goal. It's just that that's what, you know, that's what your flesh wants, is to always compete and to want more and to want more. And the reality is, I always have to check myself and say why I'm doing this. You know, I wanted to make videos of our family. I was loading them on YouTube privately, and I felt like the Lord wanted me to get in a better practice of sharing and not keeping everything to myself. And so that's why I'm here on YouTube. Anyway, let me reel it back in. What am I trying to say? So last night, I just got a bunch of little like fiery darts, attacks or whatever. I got myself together. And then this morning, I went to go and look at a video, and I just was like, let me see what Pastor Stephen Furtick is up to. So I remembered the title of a message that he did a couple weeks ago that I wanted to watch, that I never actually opened up and watched. So I went back to it, and the name of this sermon is called The Thirst Trap. Guys, it is so good. And I'm gonna link it below, but basically, remember I said last night that I felt trapped. It was like this strong feeling of being trapped inside my own home. You know, I don't have a car, I can't go anywhere until Brian gets home, type of deal. Then you could get into this whole like circle of woe is me, sadness, you know. So I started listening to this, and this message is everything for me right now. He was just talking about, he just really was talking about the thirst, and how, you know, we're constantly trying to quench that thirst inside of us. A lot of times that comes from number of subscribers or the amount of money that you're making. There's just always something you feel like if you got it, you'd be fulfilled. But Jesus knows that if you thirst, he has what you need. And that's really where it's at. And I feel like this has been impressed upon me for a long time now, and I know this to be true, but I feel like we just need constant reminders. Brian will often say to me, I wonder why your channels are not like really growing, like you make great content or you have stuff to say or whatever. And I've always known deep inside my heart is that, you know, this journey or this process is about me. It's about me becoming and me being rooted and grounded in where that thirst would be quenched. And for me, it's always with him. And I believe that to be true. I believe that if I had gained a ton of subscribers and and, you know, a lot of freelance work in the beginning when I started, I would have never, I know myself, I wouldn't have given myself the opportunity to be rooted and grounded in him. This message is laid out talking about how it's kind of like a trap. It's kind of like a lure to get you to come to where the source is. Does that make sense? I I know I didn't say it as well as he said it in the message, so you should just watch it. But anyway, I smiled this morning. I got a kick out of it because I was like, look at God. Like last night, that was the overwhelming feeling that I had, is that I was trapped. And then this morning when I go to listen to this message, it was basically like the Lord was saying to me, yes, you are. It is a trap. It is a trap so that you will come back to where your true source is. And I think God is amazing. Being a follower of Christ is interesting because it's there's a lot of promises, and when you're looking towards the promises, you're looking to see them with your vision, but you really need his vision to see things the way he sees them, because he knows things you don't know, you know. And it's kind of like parenting. There's a lot of things that we as parents see that the kids don't see, so they really are not able to make good decisions on their own because they can't see certain things. So they have to trust us, and they have to follow our instructions and our direction in order to see what we see, until they get to a place where they're mature enough to see things the way we see them. You know what I mean? Anyway, I am smiling. When the camera was off, and last night, and when the camera was off, like, I was not smiling. But I can say that I am smiling this morning talking to you guys, because the Lord gives me joy. Like, he just does. And I feel like that's what comes out when I turn this camera on, is the person that I'm supposed to be. Brian was so talking about this last night. He was editing a video and he was like, look at this girl. He was like, this is totally different from you know, the majority of the times. It's like free Syreena. It's like Syreena without any hesitations and without any fears. And oh my gosh, I could totally cry right now because it's so true. And I think that when we use our gifts, and videos and pictures is more than just what everybody else sees it as. It is my gift, and it brings me healing, and I've said that before. When I turn the camera on, I get to see myself kind of sort of the way the Lord sees me. Like, it helps me to see myself in a different light. I asked him, I was like, so does that mean I'm fake on camera? And he was like, no, it's just that I see you free of all the fear and anxiety, and it's like the Syreena that you're supposed to be. And that's exactly how I feel when I pick up the camera and when I make videos and things like that. Anyway, this talk is getting real long. Yeah, so you have to watch that. It's so good. Anyways, now that I got that off my chest, so let me go and check on them. Thanks for listening, you guys. It's always harder, like it's a little easier on the homeschool channel because they talk back to me and you guys don't talk back to me. She put, she came in the room and she had Vaseline all over. That's her makeup. That's how she does her makeup every day. She puts Vaseline. I can't get her to get out of my makeup. Trying to do her hair. I'm almost finished. I put a little bit of this in it. Curl defining cream. I like the way it smells. It smells really good. I put that in there, and now I am trying to give her some volume up in the top of her hair. But her curls are looking beautiful. We'll see how long.
I gotta put this into this.
Savannah, do you see what she's doing? Look, we look like curly twins. Smile. My mirror is dirty, but she's cute. And turn around. Can you wait? Look at mommy. Look, her girls are so pretty. So we'll see how long these last. Get down, girl. Yes, curls, yes.
Cheerios.
Okay, Cheerios. Cheerios. Guys, do you hear that rain? There.
I'm good.
You haven't been on the vlog today, so I wanted you to come and say hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Kiddo just finally got dressed. I had to ask him like 18 times to get dressed today.
Not 18.
About 18.
Nuh-uh.
It was about 18. It was like something like 27.
No.
It was like 85. I had to ask you like 85 times to get dressed.
Cameron's egg really looks like a
Did you just
mouse.
totally change the subject?
What?
I think Savannah is changing her whole entire outfit. I just told her to put on a jacket. I guarantee you she probably changed her whole entire outfit.
Again? My name is Kendall and I am 6. When I turned 6, we had a hibachi. And when I'm 4, it's my birthday.
When is your birthday, Savannah?
June 30th.
What do you want to do for your birthday, honey?
Celebrate for you. Savannah has to go to the movies at her birthday. Cause Despicable Me 3 is coming out at her birthday.
On June 30th?
Yeah!
No way. They turned out so cute. We did. I'm a couple of days late on our little Easter project, but it worked. Kendall's, Savannah's, Cameron's.
That's too much. That's too much.
And on this side, you can brush that side.
But just don't cut it. Like cameras?
This and this.
Girl, you're not gonna let me cut your hair.
Wait, hold on.
So I just got home from work. So I just got home from work, trying to unwind a little bit. I haven't sit out in this space, Syreena. We've set
No
up.
one can do anything from that.
Okay. I'm not here. I kind of like it.
Remember
This might be my.
Remember I had the tea party and
I feel like I'm in the real world on the confessional when I used to go into that room. That'll be my man cave from now on.
No, it's my photo.
Okay. Shh.
No,
Go ahead.
So guys,
That's what your mom does?
hi and
Okay, I'm gonna talk now.
but not even a toy. It's kind of like a
Savannah.
toy, but it is like a toy, but I don't know what it is. But it's a yacht of the directions. But it is a toy we can play with. And it's our favorite toy.
What toy?
And
What
it's,
toy are you talking about?
I want children, so I have a castle.
And the Peppa Pig house, right?
She's
She's been talking about this Peppa Pig house for about a week and a half.
And I want to get it.
Okay.
I have $1.
You have $1? You have money?
people.
You have money, Savannah?
I have people on it.
Okay. Money with people on it? How much money you have?
I'll look at my purse.
Oh, you gonna get your purse?
Okay.
But I came out here. I just got home from work. This part of the day typically goes pretty fast. Time of the day seems to always fly by. You got dinner, you got bath, you got cleanup, bedtime. We usually do something with FallCo or YouTube or editing videos. Try to get to the gym. I still got to train for this race coming up. And before I know it, it's going to be 10 o'clock. Kind of just like that. It's going to be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We go to bed pretty late anyway. We don't go to bed till about 12 o'clock every night. Almost 11, 12, something like that every night. Maybe 12:30. So before you know it, it'll be 12:30. And it'll be time to do it all over again. So.
These are after dinner shenanigans. That's what I have to deal with after dinner.
With the 3. Go in. Oh, nice.
So Kendall's jersey is super huge, but it's all about perspective because the jersey that Cameron has on was just as big on him when he first got it, and now it totally fits him. So it's like before you know it, the jersey that's big on Kendall is gonna fit him too.
It's 11 o'clock. So it's a productive afternoon. I just got back from the gym. Syreena was looking for curriculums, played with the kids. You know, Kendall had shrimp for dinner, which was a big deal for him. Cameron has an allergy to seafood, so because his allergy is a little more severe for seafood, we usually never cross-contaminate the stuff. So Kendall was super excited. He had shrimp. We had shrimp quesadillas. I'm still not finished. I gotta get on the computer and do some work. Syreena's in bed. I think she's a little tired. But anyway, make sure to love more, dream big, take risks, and have faith. See you guys.